The cat has never hunted for humans, never guarded a home, never pulled a cart. It has done nothing useful for 10,000 years. There are now 1 billion of them living alongside humans on every continent except Antarctica. Every other animal was domesticated because humans needed something from it. The cat domesticated itself. So the question isn't how we tamed the cat. The question is, did we? Every domesticated animal has a contract with humanity. The dog hunts, guards, herds. The horse carries and fights. The cow provides meat, milk, labor. The pig, the sheep, the chicken, all of them offer something concrete in exchange for food and shelter. The cat offers nothing that fits this framework. About 10,000 years ago, when humans in the Fertile Crescent first began storing grain at scale, rats and mice appeared. Where rodents appeared, wild cats followed. Not because humans invited them, because the food chain led there. The cats that were bold enough to tolerate humans, not tame, not friendly, just tolerant, had access to better hunting grounds. They stayed. Humans allowed it. No agreement was signed. No selection process was designed. The cat chose the arrangement. Humans accepted it by default. This is not domestication. This is something else. DNA analysis of over 200 cats spanning 9,000 years confirmed what the biology already suggested. Cats lived alongside humans for thousands of years before anything resembling domestication occurred. And throughout that entire period, their genetics changed almost nothing compared to their wild counterparts. Every other domesticated species was reshaped, physically, behaviorally, genetically. By centuries of human selection, the dog diverged so dramatically from the wolf that they are now barely comparable. The cow, the horse, the pig, all carry the marks of human intervention in their DNA. The cat does not. In 10,000 years of living with humans, the only documented genetic change in the domestic cat is coat pattern. The tabby stripes and spots emerged sometime in the Middle Ages. That's it. 10,000 years. One continent to every continent. 1 billion animals. And the only thing that changed was the color of the fur. While humans were busy reshaping every other species to serve human needs, the cat remained structurally identical to the wild cat it came from. It simply learned to tolerate proximity, and then it spread. From the Fertile Crescent, cats moved with human trade routes, not because anyone planned it, but because ships carrying grain also carried rats, and cats followed the rats. Ancient Egyptian cats, documented in tomb paintings and mummified remains, spread west across the Mediterranean and east along the Silk Road. Domestic cats reached East Asia approximately 1,400 years ago, arriving with Middle Eastern merchants traveling the Silk Road. They were not imported as pets. They were working pest control on trade vessels. They stayed. By the time humans began formally recording the movement of cats, the cats were already everywhere. Now consider what this has produced. 1 billion cats. A global pet food industry worth over $100 billion annually. Billions of hours of human attention, labor, and emotional investment directed at an animal that, by any historical measure of domestication, has not been domesticated. In the early years of the internet, humanity's most powerful communication infrastructure, a significant portion of early viral content was videos of cats, not nature, not news, cats. A 2015 study found that people reported feeling better after watching cat videos online, even when watching them interrupted work they needed to do. The cats weren't present. They were on screens, and they still produced measurable psychological responses in humans. The mechanism behind this has a biological explanation. Cats have large eyes relative to their face, rounded skulls, and small features, proportions that closely mirror the facial structure of human infants. The human brain is wired to respond to these proportions with nurturing instinct. The same neural pathways that activate when a parent looks at a child activate when most humans look at a cat. The cat did not design this, but evolution, over thousands of years of proximity to humans, selected for it. The cats that looked more like this, rounder, larger-eyed, softer, received more food, more shelter, more protection. They reproduced more. Their offspring inherited the proportions. The cat did not evolve to become a better hunter in human environments. It evolved to become more compelling to look at, and it worked on a civilizational scale. No empire in history has extracted this much resources, attention, and labor from this many people, while remaining this unchanged. The cat showed up uninvited 10,000 years ago. It has not been asked to leave. It does not do tricks. It does not come when called. It does not perform. It sits in the spaces humans have built, eats food humans have paid for, and generates in those humans a response so consistent and so measurable that it can be tracked in brain scans. We did not domesticate the cat. We just never figured out how to stop feeding it.